told me this is how my life would end up, I wouldn't believe you for a second. If only I could go back. The clanging of prison bars was a grim symphony to Elena's ears. Yet today, it held a strange allure. Across the sterile interview room, bathed in the sickly yellow light, sat Adrian Thorne, the Moonlight Mauler, responsible for a dozen unsolved murders. He wasn't the monster the tabloids painted. His eyes, the color of a stormy sea, held a captivating depth. Elena, a tenacious reporter, hungry for a career-defining scoop, had secured the exclusive interview. But as Thorne spoke, his voice a low, melancholic rasp, his words painted a twisted canvas of pain and redemption. He wasn't the bloodthirsty fiend she expected, but a man haunted by his past, yearning for understanding. Their weekly interviews became a morbid ballet. Elena, initially guarded, found herself drawn to his vulnerability, his haunted past mirroring the darkness in her own. He, in turn, responded to her genuine curiosity, not the sensationalist hunger in most reporters' eyes. Their conversations transcended the bars, venturing into philosophy, art, and shared laughter. He spoke of his love for poetry, reciting verses with a raw passion that sent shivers down her spine. She, in turn, confided her dreams, fears, and the hollowness she felt despite her professional success. Days turned into weeks, their connection deepening with each stolen glance, each shared secret. The thrill of the exclusive became an afterthought, replaced by a consuming desire to be near him, to understand the enigma that was Adrian Thorne. One day, as the sun dipped below the prison walls, casting long shadows on the interview room, Thorne reached out, his fingers brushing hers. "When I walk out of these gates, Elena," he murmured, his voice husky with emotion, "will you walk with me?" Elena's heart hammered against her ribs. This was madness, a dance with the devil himself. Yet, in his eyes, she saw not a monster, but a kindred spirit, a reflection of the darkness she kept hidden. One rainy afternoon, amidst their usual banter, Thorne confessed, "You see the storm within me, Elena, yet you choose to walk beside it." His gaze held hers, intense and unblinking. In that moment, the lines blurred. The predator and the prey were caught in a dance of unspoken emotions. As the final gavel struck, releasing Thorne from his years of incarceration, Elena stood amidst the throng of reporters, her eyes fixed on him. He scanned the crowd, his gaze finally landing on her. A slow smile spread across his face, a silent promise exchanged. Elena knew the path she was choosing was paved with thorns, but as she walked towards him, the cold grip of fear intertwined with a strange exhilaration. In the eyes of the Moonlight Mauler, she saw not a monster, but a man, and perhaps a love as twisted and beautiful as the storm that raged within them both. The world outside the prison walls was a cacophony of noise and blinding sunlight, overwhelming after years of sterile confinement. Thorne blinked, adjusting to his newfound freedom, Elena's hand a steady anchor in his. Their initial days were a whirlwind of stolen moments, clandestine meetings in hidden cafes, and whispered conversations under the cloak of night. Elena marveled at Thorne's thirst for life, his childlike wonder at the simplest things, the warmth of the sun on his skin, the taste of a ripe peach. But the shadow of his past loomed large. Nightmares plagued him, whispers of his victims echoing in the darkness. He confessed his guilt, the raw pain in his voice tearing at Elena's heart. She held him through the tremors, offering solace and understanding, a silent vow to help him confront his demons. Their bond deepened, blossoming into a forbidden love, as intense and exhilarating as it was dangerous. Elena knew she was walking a tightrope, her career, her reputation, even her life, hanging precariously in the balance. Yet, she couldn't turn away from the man who had ignited a fire in her soul, a fire that both terrified and exhilarated her. However, their idyllic bubble soon burst. Rumors of their connection began to swirl, whispers turning into accusations. The media painted Elena as a reckless seductress, manipulating a notorious killer. Her colleagues ostracized her. Her editor issued an ultimatum: choose Thorne or her career. Torn between love and responsibility, Elena grappled with an impossible choice. Could she protect the man she loved while maintaining her integrity? Could their love survive the scrutiny of the world, the constant fear of his dark past resurfacing? Meanwhile, Thorne, haunted by his demons and burdened by the weight of their forbidden love, began to withdraw. He pushed Elena away, fearing he would drag her down into the abyss with him. But Elena refused to be deterred. She delved deeper into his past, determined to understand the root of his darkness, hoping to find a way to help him heal. Her investigation led her down a labyrinthine path, uncovering secrets buried deep within Thorne's family history, a twisted legacy that fueled his descent into violence. The closer she got to the truth, the more danger she found herself in, targeted by unseen forces determined to keep the past buried. As the lines between truth and deception blurred, Elena faced a terrifying realization. The man she loved might not be the victim he portrayed himself to be. Was she chasing a ghost, a figment of her own desire? Or was there still a flicker of redemption within the Moonlight Mauler? With the ground shifting beneath her feet, Elena must make a choice. Expose the truth, no matter the cost, or protect the man who stole her heart, even if it means embracing the darkness within him. The answer lies not only in unraveling the mysteries of Thorne's past, but also confronting the darkness within herself, a darkness that mirrors his own in ways she never imagined. Elena's world had become a kaleidoscope of swirling emotions: love, fear, doubt, and an unwavering determination to see the truth through, no matter the consequences. Driven by a newfound urgency, she delved deeper into Thorne's past, following a trail of cryptic clues and dusty records. Her investigation led her to a secluded town nestled in the mountains, a place shrouded in secrets and a chilling darkness that mirrored the shadows in Thorne's eyes. It was here, amidst the decaying remnants of a once thriving community, that Elena unearthed a horrifying truth. Thorne's family, she discovered, wasn't just haunted by a history of violence. They were its architects. Generations had harbored a twisted legacy, a perverse belief in blood sacrifice and ritualistic killings. The whispers of darkness Thorne spoke of weren't merely figments of his imagination. They were the chilling inheritance that poisoned his very soul. The revelation shattered Elena. The man she loved, the man she'd poured her heart and soul into understanding, was woven from the fabric of darkness. Was redemption even possible for someone born into such a legacy, with bloodlust coursing through his veins? As she grappled with her disillusionment, danger closed in. Unseen forces, guardians of the town's dark secrets, discovered Elena's presence and deemed her a threat. She was chased through the labyrinthine streets, stalked by shadows, the whispers of violence echoing in her ears. Thorne, sensing the danger she was in, emerged from the shadows, his own demons momentarily quelled by the need to protect her. In a climactic showdown, fueled by love and desperation, they fought back against their pursuers, the night air thick with the scent of gunpowder and fear. In the aftermath, battered and shaken, they found themselves alone, clinging to each other under the cold gaze of the moon. The truth, ugly and undeniable, lay bare between them. Thorne, his eyes filled with anguish, confessed his fear of succumbing to the darkness within, the very darkness he'd fought so hard to suppress. Elena, her heart heavy with love and despair, held him close. The path ahead was treacherous, fraught with uncertainty and the constant threat of his past consuming them both. But she knew turning away from him was not an option. Together, they made a pact, a desperate gamble against the abyss that threatened to swallow them whole. They would face the darkness together, unraveling the twisted legacy that bound them, seeking not absolution, but a fragile hope for redemption, a chance to rewrite their fates, even if it meant defying the very fabric of their past. Their journey wouldn't be easy. The whispers of doubt would linger, the ghosts of victims past, forever present. But as they walked hand in hand towards the uncertain dawn, a flicker of love, fragile yet tenacious, burned bright in their eyes, a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. Even in the face of the darkest demons, the road ahead was shrouded in mist, the path unclear. Yet, Elena and Thorne walked on, their hands clasped together, a silent promise etched in their determined gaze. The weight of the truth they had unearthed hung heavy in the air, a chilling reminder of the darkness that threatened to consume them. But amidst the shadows, a flicker of hope remained. Their love, born from the most unexpected of circumstances, had become their anchor, a fragile lighthouse guiding them through the storm. They knew that the journey ahead would be fraught with danger, that the whispers of doubt would continue to gnaw at their resolve. But they also knew that they were not alone. They had each other, and that, in the face of the abyss, was all that mattered. Their first step was to confront the legacy that bound them, to understand the forces that had shaped Thorne's past and fueled his descent into violence. They delved into the town's dusty archives, unearthing faded photographs and forgotten diaries, piecing together the fragmented puzzle of Thorne's family history. With each new discovery, the truth became clearer, more painful. They learned of twisted rituals, bloody sacrifices, and a dark belief system that had poisoned the town for generations. It was a chilling legacy that cast a long shadow over Thorne's life. But as they dug deeper into the past, they also found evidence of resistance, of those who had dared to challenge the dark traditions. These were the stories that gave them hope, the glimmers of light that pierced the suffocating darkness. Inspired by these tales of courage, Elena and Thorne resolved to do the same. They would challenge the town's dark secrets, expose the truth to the world, and in doing so, break the chains of the past that bound them. But their mission wasn't without its risks. The forces guarding the town's secrets were powerful, and they wouldn't hesitate to silence anyone who dared to reveal the truth. Elena and Thorne found themselves targeted, their lives constantly under threat. Yet, they persevered, driven by their love for each other and their belief in justice. They knew the stakes were high, that their actions could have far-reaching consequences. But they also knew they couldn't turn away, not if they wanted to save themselves and the town from the clutches of darkness. As they walked deeper into the labyrinth, the danger increased. They were followed, their movements monitored, their every step a gamble. But they outsmarted their pursuers, using their intelligence and cunning to stay one step ahead. The climax of their struggle came in the form of a final confrontation with the leaders of the town's dark cult. In a heart-stopping battle, Elena and Thorne fought for their lives, their love for each other fueling their courage. In the end, they emerged victorious, the dark cult defeated, the town's secrets finally exposed. But the victory came at a cost. Many lives were lost, and the scars of the battle would forever remain. Yet, as the dust settled and the sun rose over a new dawn, Elena and Thorne knew they had made a difference. They had broken the chains of the past, brought hope to a town shrouded in darkness, and most importantly, saved each other from the abyss. Their love story was unconventional, born from the ashes of darkness and bloodshed. But it was also a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit, a reminder that even in the face of the most terrifying demons, love and courage can prevail.